Mark is back. I'm back today with my summit, with my 1/10th summit. And I'm back with, some mixed emotions, some mixed feelings. Um, yeah, just a mix of everything with this thing. And let's get started here. Tons of time, a lot of money, and a lot of love have been spilled into this creation, into this RC. And today's video is probably mostly dedicated on the last few parts that I've added to this RC. And just a quick overview or recap, if you will, of these Integy tracks. When I first got these tracks, there was a lot of resistance on them. A lot of resistance. So to tune that part, it's by itself took about a week, is to get them to spin freely, to breaking them in. So that process has been completed. They turn nice and freely. No resistance at all. There's still a little bit of resistance, but much better than what they were initially. And so let's get started. Overall, am I happy with these tracks? Absolutely am. Just like with any upgrade, it'll take you some time to tune it all in properly and to make sure that it all works fine, because I've never had experience with installing these tracks. And when I threw them on, there was a lot of resistance on the motor. The motor was having very big difficulties pushing all four tracks. It was heating up. The ESC was heating up. So I tore it all apart. I tried to find where is the spot that's binding, that's causing this resistance. So it also turned out that I had a bad rear diff. My bearings in the rear diff were bad, and I was crawling a couple of, I think it was 4 or 5 days ago in my apartment, and I started to hear a clicking sound from the rear diff. And I was just crawling, guys. I was literally just going over some, sofa pillows or whatever. I just set up a little track on my apartment here. And after about 10 minutes, I heard a clicking sound, so I tore it all apart, and there was a bearing. The inside, there's two bearings that hold the center shaft, and the inside bearing was completely blown. So it blew, then that pinion gear became offset, and it completely chewed up my spider gears inside my diff. Tore it all apart. I rebuilt it. I threw in fresh bearings. Now it seems to be working even better. There's way less resistance now. So I think that was one of the big issues there to begin with, is that I had a bad inner diff. Even though when I put these Integy bulkheads in, I did rebuild all the diffs. However, I didn't upgrade the bearings. I just kind of cleaned up the old bearings and I reinstalled them. Lesson learned, when you're rebuilding these diffs, the inner diffs, while you're at it, you've dug in so deep into your RC, might as well replace everything just in case, because it is a pain in the butt to get inside of there, to take it all apart. So anyway, having said that, another issue is that not really an issue, but these tracks, they seem to be cracking at some spots here. And here's a great example of the crackage right here. If you guys can see that, excuse me here, let's put a light on. Yeah, it's pretty bad to see, but there we go right there. So I had to put shoe glue on there, if you guys can see that. It seems to be holding up, but for some reason it just started to crack. There isn't too many spots on this track that do this, but they're doing it. Seems to be holding up good for now. That shoe glue is amazing stuff. It literally bonds with this rubber, and so far so good. That's one of the downfalls with it. There are a couple of spots on these tracks that have this issue. Not a big deal for me is, the plus side of these all rubber tracks is that they won't rust, right? I can take this thing into water and on snow and not have to worry about the outside hinges to rust or debris getting into them. As for the version 1 tracks, they have the alloy housings and stuff and other crap gets in there. You got to, clean it out. You got to lube it up all the time. These are a little bit less maintenance. Anyway, overall, not too bad. Not too bad. They seem to be working now. Like I said, this diff was rebuilt, and the front one is going to come up soon, I bet, because I did not replace these bearings when I threw in my alloy bulkheads. Like I said, I just re-greased the bearings, cleaned them up, and I threw them back in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, that's the Summit's downfall. These freaking diffs, and but so far so good. And Let's go into the inside. Enough with the chitter chatter here about these tracks. First thing that jumps into your eyes probably is this cat pack. These are four 35-volt 820 UF external cat packs, basically. And they are required for a vehicle that's heavier than 7 kgs, as per Hobby Wings instructions. And here is the fan that I have installed. The motor fan, the dual Integy motor fan, and I think it's just awesome. It actually overlaps a little bit here. If you can see, it actually overlaps. It covers the entire motor. The reason why I didn't put it on this side is because of these cables right here. Right, that's where all the juice comes in. So this little brace, it would not be able to, have come here. So anyway, this is the way I installed it. These things are absolute beasts. They are connected. Well, not right now, but I do have an external BEC programmed to 7.4 output volts, and that's to power these fans right here and those lights, those luggage tray lights as well. So it looks pretty awesome, and you can obviously see this amazing receiver box that I got from Integy as well. The old Summit receiver box, there is so many freaking wires that the Summit has. It was just impossible to work in there, right? So I thought, okay, let's upgrade that as well. There's a lot more retail space inside, if you will. A lot more room, a lot nicer, a lot cleaner now. The cables are all cleaner in there. Sorry, let's turn the light off. Here we go. And it looks amazing too. I really like the look of it. It overlaps a little bit. It comes out a little bit out of the body, but out of the chassis, I mean. But the TRAXXAS Summit's body covers that up perfectly. There is no binding, there is no nothing, and it's a very nice and clean setup that I have here. Very happy with it. I think it looks cool. I think it really finishes up the entire truck very nicely. And so here we are, guys, and again, I have geared down. You have to gear down with these tracks. I am at a 1368 setup right now, so 13 pinion, 68 spur. I think I'm going to drop down my pinion to a 12. So there we go. I can finally say, she's finally complete. Like I said, I'm going to put it away for now. Set it aside, put it on the bench, and just let it sit. It's been too much money, too many struggles, you know, and I'm very passionate about my RCs. I really like it when they actually work. And, you know, if I work in my RCs and it's 11 o'clock at night and it's still not done, I will literally not be able to fall asleep knowing that my RC is still not done. So I really have bad OCD like that. I like my RCs very, very clean. And I just take care of them, you know. I really. It's a work of art for me in a way. You know, it really reflects character, and why not? It's a hobby, right? So this is it, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's overkill. Um, you know, the winch, the tracks, the fans, the receiver box, just little details here and there that just make this thing so unique. And it's just really unique, you know. The color scheme, I've never seen anybody use this kind of color scheme before. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of these TRAXXAS Summit videos. um, I really do. You know, I apologize. There hasn't been any running videos at all. I know I posted a couple of videos downstairs in my garage. But I promise you, once warmer weather comes around, I will start running this thing. I still have to waterproof a lot of things here. I am still waiting for my Dusty Motors shroud that will cover this entire thing. I can actually take it into snow, you know, after that, or wet conditions. But as it stands right now, if I get a drop of water into these cap packs, my entire system is going to blow up, and that's going to be very, very expensive. So here it is. Here it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, please like or dislike, comment, anything helps. This is a little bit overkill, probably. This thing weighs at 20 pounds, just under 9 kilograms. And it's my pride and joy. So I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. I sure am. You know, I'm still working from home these days. It's not busy at the office. So I thought I'd give you guys just this last little recap of this just beautiful, beautiful rig, I think. It's really come a long way. Anyway, guys, happy holidays. Take care of yourself. And I'll chat to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.